I'm hungry. What's up, Jersey Jeff Eats Foodies? I am in beautiful Atlantic City in front of the Borgata Hotel and Casino Spa, heading over to Gardner's Basin. Want to check out the Back Bay Ale House for lunch. Come along with me. Been wanting to go there for a while, never ate there before. Sounds like a good idea today. It's a beautiful day. Come along with me. I've been to Gardner's Basin lots of times. I did some cruises out of there as well. Those videos are available here on the channel. But I've never eaten at Back Bay Ale House, and it's a restaurant week here in Atlantic City. I thought, what better time to try it out than now? If you're not familiar with the layout of Atlantic City, Gardner's Basin is pretty much in between the boardwalk area and the marina area of Atlantic City, kind of like the halfway point of the two resort areas of town. It's also home to the Gilchrist restaurant, which has great breakfasts, as well as the Atlantic City Aquarium, which has been closed for quite a while, but hopefully will open this coming December, and of course I'll bring you guys along with me once that place opens. If you're a walker like I am, it's very easy to walk to Gardner's Basin. It's quite a walk, but it's an easy walk, and it's about 8 blocks off the boardwalk. So it's on New Hampshire Avenue. Take the boardwalk all the way to the north, go a little bit past the Ocean Casino Resort. You'll see New Hampshire Avenue. Just start heading inland, 8 blocks, you're at Gardner's Basin. I drove today because, well, just for time constraints, I have other videos I have to make, so I drove today. But it's a pleasant walk. And if you walk here and you don't feel like walking back, you could always catch the Jitney. It stops off here, as well as just call an Uber or a Lyft. And of course, if you don't feel like walking, you can just catch the Jitney from your hotel and casino, and it will bring you eventually to Gardner's Basin. If you're on the boardwalk, it won't take long at all. In the meantime, I'm gonna take you on a little tour around Gardner's Basin before we head over to the Back Bay Ale House, as well as the currently closed aquarium. Can't wait for it to open. This is the human sundial outside the aquarium, and it's around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm standing where I'm supposed to stand on the sundial, and sure enough, my head is at number 1. Across from this marina at Gardner's Basin, you can find the Marina District of Atlantic City as far as hotels and casinos, which includes the Borgata, Harrah's, as well as the Golden Nugget. That bridge in the background is the Brigantine Bridge, which takes you from Atlantic City into Brigantine, a sleepy little shore town here right outside of Atlantic City. I have a couple videos of Brigantine here on the channel. And as you follow the water route, if you're on a boat hopefully, you're in the Absecon Inlet, which leads out to the ocean. On the way out, you'll see the Absecon Lighthouse, and it drops you off into the Atlantic right where the Ocean Hotel and Casino is. Well, close to it. Hey guys, do me a favor, take a look down and see if you're subscribed to the Jersey Jeff Eats channel. If you're not, why not consider doing so right now, and give the video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it so far. Doing both really does help the channel out. You can also help the channel out by sharing this on your social media. It gets me new viewers and new subscribers. And if you'd like to support the Jersey Jeff Eats channel, just click on that thanks button right underneath this video. Doing so not only helps support the channel, but it will get you a shout out on an upcoming video. Speaking of which, a shout out to Richard Hales, who left a super thanks on one of my Jersey Jeff Eats videos recently, the New Orleans Natchez Steamboat. I had a nice buffet lunch on there, and I appreciate your support of the channel, Richard, as always. So I never did the Tiki boat rides, but I certainly did the Atlantic City cruises, the one next to it. They have all different kinds of cruises. They have the morning cruise, they have a dolphin watching cruise, they have a happy hour cruise. I did pretty much all of them except the happy hour one, and I promised myself I was going to do it this past summer, and I didn't. So that's going to be on my bucket list this coming spring, to do the happy hour cruise with Atlantic City Cruises. By the way, you could check out all those Atlantic City Cruises videos on the New York channel. And here we have the Gilchrist, known for their breakfast, in particular their pancakes. I've had blueberry pancakes at the Gilchrist at the Tropicana. This is their second location here in Gardner Basin. But today we're here for the Back Bay Ale House. Let's check it out. During the season, Back Bay Ale House is always busy. Usually there's a long wait, so you have to walk around Gardner's Basin for a while, which isn't a bad thing. They have an indoor as well as an upstairs and an outdoor area. We'll be sitting outdoors today. It's a beautiful day. I can't believe how busy they are, even though it's the middle of October, almost November. A little bit of chill in the air, a little bit of wind, but people are still sitting outside here, and maybe it's because it's restaurant week. I don't know, but I'm definitely going to order off that restaurant week menu today. So just like all the other Atlantic City restaurants serving restaurant week lunches, the lunch here at Back Bay Ale House is $20.24. I'm assuming next year it's going to be $20.25. Something tells me it has to do with the calendar. Anyway, $20.24 here for lunch at the Back Bay Ale House. And I'm going to show you their regular menu as well. Yep, this is their regular menu that you can enjoy any time of the year here at Back Bay Ale House. And as far as other restaurant week restaurant visits, there'll be more coming here on the Jersey Jeff Eats channel. Stay tuned. So when I order off their restaurant week menu here at Back Bay Ale House, I'm going to order the crab chowder, which is a specialty here. I've never had it, obviously. I've never been here before, but that's their specialty, and I'm looking forward to trying that out. I love crab. I'm also going to order the ribeye steak sandwich, which typically on their regular menu is $20. So for another 24 cents, I'm getting that crab chowder as well as a dessert, which is a big mystery, I guess, until I get it. It says Chef Surprise on the menu. I also ordered the Back Bay Pale Ale on tap, which it says is a citrus pale ale brewed by Flying Fish. 1, I didn't know fish could fly, and 2, I didn't know the ones that do had a brewery. I didn't expect my crab chowder in a takeout bowl, but Restaurant Week is full of surprises. The crab chowder looks delicious. Everyone was ordering the crab chowder, and clearly it's a favorite here at the Back Bay Ale House, and my big mistake was dumping a small bag of oyster crackers in it. It certainly didn't need the oyster crackers, and well, I kind of ruined it, but I knew that once I was eating this crab chowder that it was good, besides the fact that there was a ton of oyster crackers in it. Oyster crackers aside, there was like little lumps of crab in here, and it was really delicious. I could see why this is a favorite here at the Back Bay Ale House. This is something, if I'm leaving a hotel and casino and heading towards home, I might order a larger container of this to bring home with me. By the way, if you watched the Down Beach Seafood Festival video that I did here on the Jersey Jeff Eats channel, you'd know that the Back Bay Ale House won the chowder cook-off, and I can definitely see why. And they were up against some pretty famous restaurants here in Atlantic City. One of the best things about Atlantic City off-season is it's still busy, but there's no like 2-3 hour wait for lunch. Oh, I love this town, and those of you who don't, well, apparently you get lost a lot. My ribeye came out and it looked really good. They gave me a choice of cheeses. I chose American, but I think the other choices were cheddar as well as Swiss. The sandwich had its good and bad points, and I'll point those out to you in just a moment. So this sandwich had a true ribeye cut of meat. It wasn't the shaved steak you get at some other cheesesteak places. I ordered it medium well, and that's what I got. It was charred on the outside and still juicy on the inside. A couple of bites were a little bit fatty, not the whole steak, but just a few bites that I took were a little bit fatty and chewy. But other than that, this steak was really good, flavorful. It was grilled, not like fried or anything, and it was juicy. But the sandwich could have used something else. It's just basically a nice cut of meat with some American cheese and bread. Maybe some peppers and onions or something like that. It was just missing something. I mean, it was a good sandwich, but it was just, like I said, meat, cheese, and bread. And the sandwich was served with chips. Now, I figured that might have been a restaurant week thing where they're trying to cut back a little bit on cost. So I checked the regular menu, and all their sandwiches are served with chips. If you want fries, you have to pay extra. The restaurant week menu said dessert was chef's choice, and today the chef was choosing a double chocolate muffin, which was really good. It was a huge muffin, very moist, kind of like a cake-like consistency, like a pudding almost, loaded with chocolate chips, and I really enjoyed it. And of course, during restaurant week here in Atlantic City, when the bill comes, there are no surprises if you're ordering off the restaurant week menu. My bill came to $20.24. Easy to remember, just look at your calendar. Lunch was really good, satisfying, and a great value, and I definitely want to come back and bring some of that crab chowder home with me someday. And I'm not a huge beer person, but when you're at an ale house, what are you going to do? So I ordered the Back Bay Pale Ale. It was $8, and it says Citrus Pale Ale brewed by Flying Fish. It did have a citrusy taste, but it wasn't a nice, orange or lemon or lime kind of citrus. This was very strong grapefruit tasting, and grapefruit's not one of my favorite citrus fruits, so the beer I could have passed on. And again, I'm not a huge beer aficionado. Maybe you are, and maybe you'll enjoy it. Who knows? The taste just kind of caught me off guard. But all in all, I had a great lunch here, and at $20.24, it was a great value as well. Glad I stopped by.